All right, so this time that will take us to item G on our agenda in the public participation portion of our meeting. Dr. Kenny, do we have any members of the public side to speak this evening?
I have anybody from the public that has contacted me or signed up to speak.
Okay. All right, so that will take us to item H, that the Harris County Board of Education review the attached meeting minutes from the board meetings held in April of 2025. Those are in your packets. I trust that you will review those. And if you have any revisions, as always, get with Ms. Ashley. And she will get that changed before we vote to approve those at the next meeting. So that will take us to our action agenda and item I1, that the Harris County Board of Education review for approval the attached proposed 2025-2026 board meeting calendar. Dr. King.
So this time every year, we provide the tentative calendar for next year for the board meetings, which includes all of the school visits and which are the special sessions, the quarterly retreats that we do. So this is for the board meeting. And then next week, if we have any questions about the next week, we can discuss those at that time.
Do you have any questions this time? We're not thinking about the board meeting calendar. All right, so that will take us to item I2, the Harris County Board of Education review for approval to propose first draft of the FY26 tentative budget. Dr. King.
Thank you, and it's my pleasure to present this tentative budget to the board. Thanks to these folks right over here for all of their hard work. Over the past many months, we started this process probably back in October and November. And so I just want to compliment all of the principals and all of the departments and all of the assistant superintendents for working so hard to put this budget together. We feel like this is a budget that we can operate in to have the things that we need, provide the things that we need for our students and our staff. And I do want to emphasize the tentative in the title because we don't have our digest just yet. So some of this is still a prediction. So some of it is still a little subject to change before we publish it. But this is for your review. If you have any questions, we can discuss those next week.
Any questions? All right, so that will take us to item I3, the Harris County Board of Education review for approval of the FY26 Gallagher insurance quote. Dr. King.
So the first thing I want to bring to your attention are the two in red. He has not finalized those yet, which is our cyber liability insurance and our workers' compensation. If you remember when we were first getting our quotes, it was we were projecting about a 20% increase. And if you look down there at the very bottom right hand corner with the grand total, we're actually just projecting the increase of about 5.7%. So that is really good given all of the natural disasters that we've had across the nation that have wreaked havoc on the auto market as well as the property markets. And then you can also see there's a slight increase in the cyber liability and the workers' compensation. So kudos to Mr. Fisher for working with Gallagher and to get everything we needed. I think this is a good projection of what we need as far as insurance coverage across the board. I think it's a very robust plan, and they work very hard to make it affordable, and it's going to fit just fine for our. And I'm so any questions.
Questions? Board members, Dr. King, regarding this? All right.
Gallagher will be here next week. So what I'm working with Gallagher is to, we usually have this set for a month. We go all to review it and do review. So I'm planning on getting Gallagher here the first and the second June board meeting to go over this. Yep.
All right, so that will take us to item I4, the Harris County Board of Education review for approval the attached proposed list of technology equipment to be designated as surplus.
So this is a standard surplus equipment memo, and you'll see the computers and all the technology type devices that are outdated, inoperable, not repairable. And, we need to designate those as surplus, with the company that we use. And basically, they take them off our hands and safely dispose of them. UPS is a backup battery system. And, you know, as with any battery, it goes bad, so it can't be charged.
Any other questions regarding the surplus equipment? All right, so that will take us to item I5, the Harris County Board of Education review for approval of the attached proposed fleet uniform service contract. Okay,
So this memo is awarding Centos, if approved, the fleet uniform service for our mechanics and fleet folks. It's very important that we provide them with these uniforms because of all that they do working on our buses and our fleet. So it's a great service that we can provide for them, and you can see all of the information there regarding that. Okay. A little bit. I'm sorry. I will have to take that for you. Okay.
Costs about $200 a week. It fluctuates a little bit during the different parts of the year because of jackets and things like that. So that's why I don't have an exact price. It fluctuates between 200 and 210. Yes, they were the only ones that bid. We had a contract with them the past 5 years, and it's coming up to either auto renew or we rebid it. So we opted to rebid. And they came in lower than what they had been. So it's saving us a little bit more money. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
any questions, Commissioner Fisher? Unanimous,
Yes.
All right, so now we'll take us to item I6, the Harris County Board of Education review for approval of the attached proposed Harris County High School tennis court erosion repair contract.
So we have noticed over at our tennis courts that, back by the hill from the stadium, where we brought the erosion, that water, they'll and let you know where the paint and all that's back there. And that water comes down very fast to the corner, and we're starting to get erosion, the concrete over there on the other side, before it goes into the drainage system. So we decided we needed to make some repairs there. We'll be going to do some grading behind there. We're going to raise another 1 or 2, I think two block high, 3 block high on that back wall, and raise that fence up, put some riprap rock in there to slow down the water that comes down behind there and into the drain. And then we're going to put some grass on that hill as well to slow down that water and the silt that comes off of there. And let's see, when we put this out for bid, I think it's Southern Grounds had the best qualified price for that portion of the repair, $40,000, $40,100 for all of that work.
That's matching up the existing brick and all that we have there with it and replacing the fence to go along. We don't have people to follow.
We're going to roughly 5. I don't think any kind of problems, right? No.
Well, we're going to grade it so it does the draining and we don't have to break it.
Kind of like flood running.
Here, yes, sir, we're going to work. And I know we discussed, but there is no, this is a brand new constructed facility, just a 1.5 old, but there is no going back to the contractor for extra on this. No, sir. All right.
Okay, the second part of this, phase 2, I call it, is on the front side of the tennis courts where we have that large retaining wall, and then on the other side, there is no retaining wall going up to the concession stand. That's a very steep slope coming off of there, and we're already seeing from the rain and the weather and the grass that that field will start to erode as well, so we've been putting matching retaining wall on that side, but now it's the other side as well. And again, Southern Grounds had the best qualified bid at $56,230.
And like I said,
Have I?
yes. And so, I think
I'm sorry.
that's all right. So item 7 is in the Harris County Board of Education review for approval of the attached proposed Harris County High School retaining wall contract now.
Okay, everything I just said. We're putting the matching retaining wall on the other side to prevent that erosion, coming down from the concession stand.
And that will fix the spot that we already had correct with the
Yes,
steps.
if you remember next to the steps, it was eroding and washing down in the parking lot, and we put a 4-foot strip of concrete there. Well, now it's just rushing on the other side of the concrete, so we put that thing on, and fix it once and for all. And we'll approve that next week. Yes, so these are all subject to be voted on next week.
As we said before, we did the first retaining wall, just to this area. Are there other areas that now we need to look at?
We think these two projects here are going to fix everything. Both of them. Yes, both of these are summer projects.
So that will take us to item 9A, that the Harris County Board of Education review for approval of the attached Harris County High School scoreboard proposal. Dr. Biddy.
Okay, as we have discussed in our old scoreboard, it is now inoperable. It is completely unrepairable, so we have to replace the scoreboard completely. And so what we've done is we've looked at a different option, an analog scoreboard versus what I'm recommending for a digital scoreboard. The digital scoreboard was from a company called Digital Scoreboards, and it will give us the opportunity to create mass media, public relations, broadcasting into our curriculum. This scoreboard actually comes with a curriculum that will fit nicely with our science and technology and things that we have here at Harris County High School. The good thing about it as well is it also has the potential to generate revenue. And unlike the analog scoreboard that is simply points and minutes, this one will be customizable to all of the sports that use the stadium, from track and field to soccer, flag football. It also has the capability for projection and adherence for any kind of multimedia. And so we think that this is a great option for our students, and not just the field, but also the classroom and the curriculum. And so what you'll see here is Mr. Fisher's memo, and you'll see the resolution from the finance company and the company that we have to have. And then you see the breakdown of the cost and the installments based on how we decide to either pay for it or finance it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that another reason why digital scoreboards was chosen is because they have the quickest and the most assured delivery. And we've got a recommendation on this one. I think what we included here in your packet is the one project cost there. Do I have a second? Oh, yes, that's to be determined. Are you talking about what you paying? Yes. I was thinking of the 7 year. Yeah, and there, it does come with an 11 years revenue warranty, and that's another reason why. And the reason I was looking at that 7 year number is because that was comparable to what the cost of an analog was.
All right, so, just a little more explanation, the scoreboard has a component that is no longer produced. And could not be repaired,
Correct, correct.
which made the school board inoperable. We found this problem midway through soccer or even before soccer started, early soccer season, where it started malfunctioning and then they didn't have it for that. This school board is going to be all digital. And there will be no analog components on it.
No.
It will be, adaptable to every sport, whereas the way it was set up before, it was basically set up as a football scoreboard. And downs and all that stuff on it. Now, it will be able to be changed and adapted for every sport that participates in that stadium. Track and field, soccer, flag football, football, anything else we want to put in there. And it will be, quite impressive. And I want to thank Mr. Fisher for going out and driving around the state of Georgia, looking at other schools and what they were using. And Ms. Oliver brought forth together another school district that used another one, and we compared that to this. So we've done a good bit of research on this, and we find that this is the best option for us, correct?
Yes, sir.
And what is the lifespan of this component?
This one has a 11-year warranty and it'll have a lifespan about 15 to 20 years.
Within 20 years. Okay. Does anyone else have any questions or discussion? Yes, sir.
I don't know if you guys don't understand what this resolution is, this government capital.
That's the finance corporation, yes, but governing capital.
Okay,
But this resolution, so they know that while we see it, or I got it.
that's just to show that we've got work to do. Thanks, man.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so that will take us to our consent agenda and item J1, that the Harris County Board of Education review the attached major purchases report for April of 2025. Yes,
On the, consolidated public, legal citizen, do they fund their own high school? I don't know that.
and that this includes, of course, the facility and the staff. You have to have their security, and you have to have their staff that takes tickets and things of that nature. So we can send our, and they do, we send our own deputies down there and our SROs, correct, something. But they have their required, whatever it is that they have to have for civic center security guidelines, whatever they need. Am I correct in that, Ms. Oliver? I know you know a good bit more about that. Yeah. I remember last year it was it not? Yes. But we need to also. I think the folks at the high school let them know that pretty well in advance, and they were prepared for that, and it goes on, so if they said they didn't get it, then they need to be interested. All right, so that will take us to item J2, that the Harris County Board of Education review the attached financial report for April 2025. Questions for Dr. Penny and Ms. Seha? It's close to the end of the evening. Any questions?
For the funding about, the property taxes or what the county, what is it, what, right? Yeah, that's a good point. So we look at that, I'm going to fund down $14,092,000. That's mostly a tax liability. We do get about $2 million a month on PDP money, so that's got to be really some. So we are right on.
Any other questions? All right, so that will take us to item J3, with the Harris County Board of Education review the attached enrollment report for April of 2025.
Are we on track for the number of graduating?
How many do you have?
Number,
That are wall.
approximately 413.
Thank you.
These are all very good numbers. Everyone in this room is to be applauded for your efforts to get these kids to the school. Thank you. This looks good. All right, so that will take us to item J4, the Harris County Board of Education review the attached principal accounts quarterly reports for January through March of 2024. Those are in your packets. Trust you will review those. And if you have any questions, please contact Ashley, or you can directly contact the schools for those of you who have a certain question about something that they have to straighten that out for you. All right, that will take us to item J5, with the Harris County Board of Education reviewing text over to council minutes received from Mulberry Creek Park, Pine Ridge, Creekside, and Harris County High School. Again, those are in your packets. Once you review those, if you have any questions, please reach out to Ashley and she can pass that question along or directly contact. All right, so that will take us to item K on our agenda, and that would be where members of the Harris County Board of Education share news and information they might have with the public. And this evening, I'm going to start with Dr. Sparks. Ms. All.
All the families that were represented, hundreds of people. Just amazing. Absolutely.
There you go.
Good.
Happy year, congratulations to all the recipients, awarding folks signed, work with coaches, like I say, a lot of time, for all these, and putting time to coach other people's children. So, they have to be back to that. I'm just all the supporting staff, the coaches, and everything. All of them.
Yes, thank you. So I want to say, as I said, is congratulations to all our student athletes that were recognized tonight. I am always honored to be sitting up here when we recognize all the student athletes for all their hard work. They get on the play the field and then some of them on the field and play the study and tactics stuff. But as we get better. So actually grew athletics. So again, congratulations to all those young ladies that are getting that. Carla for a great Steve is always a like together, like teachers of the board faculty, all of our other recognitions are so it's a great event to get together. All those individuals. But I'd like to say thank you to all of our people. Teacher appreciation week, I want to go ahead and say thank you to each and every one of them personally for everything to all of the families going from beyond and the extra mile to do. You know, the week.
I want to say hi to we were spectacular. They carried it off and they worked a lot. And they worked really hard this year, and I want to say how much we appreciate the job that they do at Harris County Youth. They go to people that might not otherwise achieve some of the leadership roles that do for you, and I got to say something of that. And the next is I want to give my appreciation for Dr. Steve and his staff, all of the people who we need to do the budget. And personally, I don't know how much work goes into it, but I also know the great care that you take in doing it because the finance is important. And I think we can see where they have done their due diligence. And I just want to say I appreciate that.
Well, I echo what everybody else said. Talk to people when start and then all these work is going to be looked out. Like Devon said, hey, there was an auditorium floor was they are concealed building, and a lot of those cadets got all four.
You know, those two programs are so important to what we do and pushing the educational experiences for our students. So thank you, Ms. Decker and Mr. Dunn, for that unique visit. Teacher Appreciation Week is next week, and you know, sincerely, if it weren't for the teachers, we wouldn't be here. And you've heard me say it before, there are two types of people in the school district, that's teachers and all of the rest of us that support those teachers. We're starting to get some of our state health surveys back. And the one that I tuned into right away when Davidson was the teacher surveys. And they reflect very good information and data for us. Our teachers feel supported. Our teachers, you can tell through the surveys that they are committed to what they're doing. They are passionate about what they're doing. And so, you know, anything we say falls short of the true appreciation that we have for them. It's just amazing to see all of these programs recognized here tonight. And, you know, most of them are athletes. I've had the opportunity in the spring time here to go around and visit a lot of their practices and things like that. Not only do I see our coaches developing good athletes to win matches and ball games and swim meets and those kind of things, but one common thing that I've seen throughout this district with all of the different sports is how they're building character in these young men and women, and how they're actually taking time not just to emphasize winning at the sport, but being a good person, having good character, sportsmanship. And that, to me, is most impressive with those programs and most important. Also with the JROTC, it was a great night. That program is really growing, and it's impressive what kind of fair and the first sergeant has done. Just the discipline and the bearing and character of those students showed as well as a testament to how much those instructors care about.
I would like to thank Ms. Decker and Mr. Dunn for a great EOC and STC visit. It's always great to get over there and see the hard work that's being done in the EOC to get those kids back on the right path and get them back to their schools that they should be in. You're doing great work with every sector, and Mr. Dunn, the SEC and his staff, it's just great. You saw some of them recognized here tonight, in their accomplishments that they learned right there at the STC. Some of them have traveled over to the skills group. It's just great to see us teaching these kids a skill and a trade that they can leave the school system and go straight into the workforce if that's what they choose to do, and make a very good living doing what they're doing. So it's quite impressive. And I want to thank everyone for that. Ms. Carlisle, great evening with the stars, recognizing all of our honorees and our retirees. Great job as always. I'd like to thank the Oakhurst and the Marlowe and the Morgan families for providing us with that facility. It's always a great place to go and celebrate those honorees. Ms. Snyder, I understand the prom went off without a hitch. That is very good. Everyone had a great time and got home safe, and we're all back in the building on Monday. So great job with that, as always. And great job by everyone looking out for these kids and making sure that they are responsible and that they get home safe. So with that, I will entertain the motion that we adjourn the committee meeting for the evening. Mr. Green, second. Ms. Oliver, any discussion? All in favor? So moved. This time we will go to our special session, special call meeting. And I will call that meeting to order, and I will, I will ask that the Harris County Board of Education review and approve the May 1st, 2025 special session meeting agenda as presented. Mr. Goodman, second. Mr. Proctor, any discussion? All in favor? All right. And at this time, that will take us to item C1, that the Harris County Board of Education review and approve the proposed personnel recommendations made by the superintendent. Mr. Proctor, second. Mr. Goodnow, any discussion? All in favor? So moved. At this time, I will make a motion that we, sir, go, sorry.
You understand, I abstain. Because my daughter is.
My apologies. I did not see your hand not go up. So all in favor, I'm gonna do that again. All in favor? Any opposed or abstaining? There you go. Thank you, sir. All right, so at this time, I will entertain a motion. I will make a motion to adjourn the special session for the evening. Seconded by Ms. Oliver. Any discussion? All in favor? We stand adjourned for the second time.